We shall start with figure 8 with steps. Remember how we perform it with hips only? Keeping weight in the middle, you need to draw a horizontal figure of 8 with your hips. You can pull the hip upwards when you bring it to the center. Now this time, you will need to shift your weight from one leg to another while you step. Step when your hip travels to the side, bring your feet together and change side. Your foot gently brushes the floor. You don't need to lift it high. Your foot actually follows your hips motion and draws figure 8 on the floor. Keep your knees slightly bent and try to keep your upper torso still. Let's try to speed it up now. Figure 8 with steps is probably one of the most popular moves you'll see in belly dancing, so do spend some time on it. While you're practicing on your own, wash your upper torso. Try not to bounce when you practice this move. Focus on hip movement and keep your upper body still. This way you will develop correct technique. Practice till it feels natural and you perform it without thinking about it. Next move comes from the move called scales. In scales, we let the hip drop sharply on each count. Here we alternate sides and make small steps together with a drop. In this move, you can make emphasis either to send your hip up or down. Now let's add movement. We shall try to move forward and back while performing scales. You don't need to make big steps. You can keep them your shoulder width size. You can lead with your right or with your left hip. For now, practice both. Let's try a few more. Arms stretched to the sides. Don't let your elbows drop. Knees bent. Try the other side. Now we shall look into hip twist with steps. Send your working hip forward and your upper torso to the opposite side. Perform this move on both of your feet. In order to keep the balance, you need to straighten your spine and stretch yourself up. Let your arms give you bigger amplitude. It's important to keep the correct posture here for not to lose your balance. Therefore, keep your arms in good frame. Don't let them hang loose. Now let's try to add some movement to the original hip twist. We are turning clockwise. Let's try the same exercise with the left hip. Stretch yourself upwards. And now we shall add a turn. Now a little bit faster both ways. Keep arms in the same position. It will help you a lot to find balance. And let's practice a few more. And again. Change the direction. Well done, let's repeat everything from the top. Figure 8 with steps. Scales left hip forward. Scales right side forward. Hip twist clockwise. Counterclockwise. Hip drop with steps. Let's remember the basic hip drop. Weight on one leg, lift the working hip up and let it drop freely without collapsing in posture. In this move we perform double hip drop, and this time we shall add a step forward and back. I don't shift my weight forward. I keep it on the same leg. Left side, keep your spine straight, supporting legs slightly bent. Very good. Now we will do it with the music. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, change, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Excellent. Now I will demonstrate cross step with turn. Start with the left foot back, right foot, shift weight back to the left foot and prepare for the turn. Let's try it again. Left, right, prepare, and again. Left, right, prepare, and turn, turning on your heels. From the start. Left, right, prepare, turn. When you do the turn, you need to stretch your body upwards to keep your balance and hold your arms in the frame. During the turn, keep your feet together. Arms come to the center and then stretch them to the sides to the initial position. All together. And one more time. Opposite direction, starting with the right foot back, left, prepare, and turn. Again. Right, left, shift your weight to the right, and turn. Again. By shifting your weight before the turn, you give yourself energy to create a better turn. And a little bit faster. Let's try both directions. Don't make large steps. Keep the correct posture. Well done. Hip circles with steps. In this move, you draw a horizontal circle with your hips. Don't tuck your hips under your torso while bringing them forward, and no need to push them out while sending them backwards. Keep the same radius and the same level. Knees bent, heels on the ground, shoulders still. Very good. And the other side. Keep your knees soft. Now make a small step each time your hip travels forward. And the other way, make them smooth and fluid. Little bit faster. That's right. Alternate sides. That's great. Let's repeat everything from the top. Figure 8. Scales. Right hip. Hip twist clockwise. Counterclockwise. Double hip drops. Left hip. Cross step with turn. And again. Hip circles with steps. Change direction. And few more. Well done. Next move is camel with steps. It's a downward undulation. Start with sending your chest forward, sway your weight into front foot, then pull back in and push the movement down to the core. Your hips follow the same pattern. They will travel forward and backwards in opposite direction of the chest sway. Now let's add some motion to our camel. Step diagonally and carry yourself to the right. Now change the leading leg and move to the left. Left leg in front. Make the step small in size. Stretch yourself up. Very well done. Turns. In this exercise we shall practice turns. We will do them to the right and to the left. After each pivot, we shall stop and hold the pose. Here you need to keep knees bent, spine straight. Now plie, prepare the leg for the turn by stretching it out to the side. Make a smooth turn. Don't make extra steps when turning. Slide through it. Arms go out, in and out. Pick a spot in a room what is going to be your focus. Make sure you keep it inside as long as you can throughout your turn. Finish it with graceful pose at the end, where you stretch your body to the opposite direction of the turn. Little bit faster. Watch yourself in the mirror while doing it to make sure you keep the correct posture. Brilliant! Last move for today is shimmy with steps. Remember how we do the shimmy? It comes from bending knees, one after another. Make it small and fast. Lift yourself on balls of your feet and try walking on the spot. You should make tiny but quick steps. Now let your hips lead when you're moving side to side, forward and back. Main rule here is to keep everything small. With regular practice, this and the rest of the moves will feel completely natural. You will not need to think about how to make these moves. With repetition, you will be able to perform like any other professional belly dancer. A bit more. Let's go through everything we learned today. Figure 8. Scales left hip. Right side. Hip twist clockwise. Counterclockwise. Double hip drops. left side, now cross step with a turn, again, hip circles with steps, change side, again, to the left, camel with steps, to the left, and turns. 2 more. Now shimmy with steps. Very well done for today. We had a lot of exercises. Please go over them in your spare time. If you practice on regular basis, you will be able to progress quicker. Thank you for choosing my video. I hope you find it helpful. Bye bye for now. If you want to be notified about new lessons, you can subscribe to my channel, Julia Naidenko, or you can book an online class with me via my website, www.julianaidenko.com. Thank you.